Kip, nice to see you, by the way. It was so awesome. We met at the ISSA meeting, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I was making a presentation there, and the room was just really warm and wonderful in terms of, people were just super hospitable,
That's right.
and I just felt really welcomed.
Right. Well, that's great. I also hear you have a book, Fire Doesn't Innovate.
hmm
That's the big seller right now, right?
well, it's kind of the big giver awayer.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, by
Yeah.
the way.
I wrote my book because I wanted people to read it. I didn't write it primarily to earn money from it. I
Right.
mean, a lot of people are very generous and they support me by saying, please don't give me a book. I'll go ahead and buy it off Amazon, which
Right.
is very nice. But I want people to read it, so I'm happy to give people a free copy if they would like.
That's great. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's a great book. Well, that we're going to talk about that on a different podcast. But right
Okay.
now, we have some serious stuff to talk about today. We've had a dialogue about this very thing, and are some of the things that you like to share. And I know you shared when you were at the ISSA meeting. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go. I've got three questions that I'm going to grill you on. I hope you can handle it, but we're gonna make this fun.
Well, you're recording it, so if I don't handle it, there
Let's
will be
go.
evidence.
There's edit. Well, there's editing capabilities if we really want to do it. So, haven't had to do that yet.
We'll
So
do an edit. I'm going to give you an edit-free take. Here
that's
we
right.
go.
That's always the best take.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Question number one. Okay. So I heard you sharing about, cybersecurity being a material business risk. Can you share about what that means and why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first started working in this profession, we just called it computer security
Right.
or data security. It was very primitive by comparison to what we're doing today. And back then, I mean, unless you were working in a national defense situation, right,
Right.
which is where I cut my teeth, but unless you were working in that situation, I mean, the consequences of a cybersecurity incident were generally pretty small. I mean,
Right.
it kind of really just sort of, like maybe was similar to somebody, spray painting graffiti on the side of your building.
Right. Right.
I mean, it was annoying. It cost something, but it really didn't really amount to much. Maybe the insider threats were really the biggest issues, right? But
Right.
now it's completely changed. Nowadays, if a ransomware attack succeeds against you,
Yeah.
that can shut you down 100% in a blink of an eye. And I
Right.
mean, like, core business processes that every organization has to be able to perform every
Yeah.
single day will come to a grinding halt. You can't sell. You can't fulfill any orders that you've taken. You
Right.
can't collect any money that's owed to you, and you can't pay anybody you owe money to, like your employees, like your workforce, or whoever you're getting your supplies from or your raw materials from. You're
Right.
dead in the water. You can't pay taxes, right? There's nothing you can do. Now, there's no other, well, few other risks out there that I can think of that can be that devastating with
Mm.
no warning,
Right.
right?
Agreed.
Maybe an earthquake if you're living on a fault line or something like that. But I
Mhm.
mean, short of that, I mean, there just aren't that many. And so that's why I've come to think of it as a material business risk because,
Yeah,
it can take you out.
that's right.